Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Lauren Cole, Director of Career Services here at Troy University, here to talk about the All Majors Career Fair. Lauren, thanks for joining us here today.
Sure.
And talking about the Career Fair and something different but old and new again.
Right.
It's back in person.
Yes, we're
In-person
excited.
Career Fair.
Yes.
So talk a little about bringing it back in person and having it outside the virtual format and back in person again.
Sure. So we are going to be in Trojan Arena. So we're excited about that around the concourse. But yeah, being back in person has set a record actually for our number of employers who have registered. So we know employers are excited about meeting our students and seeing our students. We're going to have about 100 employers there. So that really breaks our records. We're excited that it's in person, and we just want to remind students how to do that and to do that well.
And of course, let's talk a little about that in preparation of that, on what students need to do to prepare, because there are a lot of things. I know we could do 30 minutes probably talking about all things, maybe an hour, but briefly talk about some of the things that they need to be looking out for in preparation for this career fair.
Well, first of all, we want them to make a good impression, and that first comes with a professional attire and a professional look. So just prepare ahead of time to have some clothing that is business professional. We have a career closet on campus if we can help students with that. But then perfecting everything they need, like their resumes, their elevator pitch, that introduction to the employer as they walk up to them. If these employers are going to be seeing hundreds of students, you really need to perfect that, so when you introduce yourself, you can really stick out in their mind as a quality candidate.
And of course, one of the things that a lot of students don't realize in this preparation and with that elevator pitch is this could be potentially the first job interview that they have at this point.
Right. They are making notes on the resumes that the students are giving them, and that is going to be their follow-up. So you're kind of going in the follow-up pile or the no pile. And then students, we want lower classmen to come to you, because there are a lot of these employers who have registered under internships, seeking internships as well. So there's a lot of opportunities for any student.
And that's one of those things, a lot of students, when they go there, they may not have a directed focus on what they need to do, but the good thing is with 100 employers there, you know, they have the potential to maybe find something that will suit their needs.
Definitely. So what I want students to do first is to go on Handshake and look at all the employers that are coming. So you're going to see niche employers that might be relative to TV production, nursing, etc. But then you're going to see some really big companies, some employers like Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, they're hiring a variety of majors. So I would encourage them to go online, look on Handshake at who's coming, and really whittle it down to maybe 20 employers that they want to make sure they give their best impression to, and then go talk to everybody else too, just to see what resources are out there.
And of course, one of the things we talked about preparation, but resume, and that's one of the things, even though the elevator pitch is important to stick out, but having the proper resume, and having copies of that resume. A lot of students are in this digital mindset, but this is that one time you're going to have a piece of paper in your hand.
Right, and we would like it to be on the nicer resume paper that it's been reviewed by us. So going on our website, we've got samples there and some tips that we like to give students. So go ahead and compare yours, what you have, with what we suggest. And if they want to send it to us for a resume review, we can do that as well.
And of course, in that regard, the office is available for some one-on-one at any time to help you with any of this aspect.
We are.
Right? Yeah.
They can make an appointment with us in Handshake for the career closet, resume reviews, mock interview, job search assistance, career counseling. But we also, I wanted to mention, we're going to do free professional headshots again at the career fair. So students can use those for their LinkedIn accounts, any of their social media. We would love for them to take advantage of that as well.
And we talked about the resume, you work on that, and we talked about that elevator pitch, but talk about the importance of how a student presents themselves at the career fair. We're not just talking about a dress, but their overall attitude and the way they handle themselves in front of these employers, and why that's important in this regard.
Well, I will say that I know that students, it can be intimidating. So I would suggest to the students that there's probably no greater opportunity to walk in a room and be in front of that many employers. After they graduate, they're not going to have that opportunity. So take advantage of it while you can. But it is slightly intimidating. So we get that. Go to a few employers that you're just getting to know. Maybe it's not high stakes for you. It might be something, but maybe not. Practice on a few, get comfortable talking to those employers, and then move on to those top 10 or 20 that you really would like to capitalize on.
And of course, once again, they can find out all that information on Handshake to be able to whittle that
Yes.
down and be able to know who they want to talk
Have
to.
some familiarity with the employers that you really want to talk to. Just know the basic information on their website. Don't walk up, introduce yourself, and say, what do you do? Have some awareness of what the employer does beforehand.
Nothing can shoot you in the foot about,
Right.
about being ignorant of who it is you're talking to.
Right,
Because
right.
especially if you want a job from that person, your knowledge will help get your foot in the door.
That's right, and there's so much information out there on websites, LinkedIn pages, etc., that it's accessible. So students try to check it out ahead of time.
All right, once again, now when is the career fair? We already heard Trojan Arena. Tell us a date and time.
Yes, October 5th, 11 to 2 p.m. So it's come and go, but I plan on spending at least an hour. And we welcome any student to come, get a free headshot, visit with some employers, and walk away with an internship or a job maybe.
And then come by and see y'all in Eldridge Hall or hop on Handshake to help
Make
out
an
anytime
appointment.
between there. So,
Yes,
all right.
absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us, and good luck with the fair.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.